Outrage after illegal Spanish fishing in UK waters treated softly. Brexit talks have been hampered by a serious dispute over fishing rights between the UK and the EU, but the British government has not always been very strong at enforcing its own laws, documents unearthed by express.co.uk have revealed. The UK has previously been soft on illegal Spanish fishing due to concerns over Gibraltar. Gibraltar, a British overseas territory on the southern tip of the Iberian Peninsula, has been a point of contention in Anglo-Spanish relations since it was first ceded to the UK in the 18th century. When Spain has pushed for Spanish sovereignty over the rock, the people there have voted overwhelmingly to remain British. During the Brexit negotiations, Spain repeatedly insisted that Gibraltar must be on the table, but Prime Minister Boris Johnson has consistently reaffirmed his commitment to the self-determination of the Gibraltarian people. Meanwhile, fishing has proved to be a major sticking point in negotiations, and an impasse could even cause the UK to leave with no deal at the end of the transition period. Various EU countries are concerned that they will lose out if the UK takes back control of its fishing waters. For example, Spain is the third most reliant on fishing in the UK's exclusive economic zone after the UK itself and Ireland. The Common Fisheries Policy means they currently have unrestricted access to UK waters, which has 6 times the fish stocks as the rest of the EU combined. Issues like fishing and Gibraltar have plagued governments for decades, even centuries, and were at boiling point during Margaret Thatcher's era in the 80s. Foreign Office documents unearthed at the National Archives by express.co.uk have revealed that in 1982, a year before the Common Fisheries Policy came into effect, Spanish boats were repeatedly fishing illegally within UK limits. The boats were unlicensed fishing vessels in contravention of both UK legislation and licensing arrangements for the European Economic Community (EEC), the precursor to the EU. A letter from the Maritime, Aviation and Environment Department on May 6, 1982 read, "We had word recently on this subject and agreed that for the moment it might be best for us to tread softly on illegal fishing by Spanish vessels in view of the larger problems which currently beset our relations with Spain. However, I have just received another similar message and on reflection wonder whether we are not perhaps carrying caution to excess. The protests we make over these incidents appear to be treated with lamentable insouciance by the Spanish authorities." A handwritten note from another official on August 25, 1982 read, "They had previously expressed the view that protests to the Spanish about fishing would not help out relations with Spain on other things. At the time they had Gibraltar in mind.